This is your morning in 8 minutes. The death toll continues to rise following the deadly flooding in eastern Kentucky.
Right now, 28 people are dead. Some of those include children. The governor, Andy Beshear, saying that number will most likely rise over the coming days and weeks. He says it's been the most devastating flooding event in the Commonwealth's history. Drone footage shows barely visible street signs and high waters rushing through roads, washing them away. The White House now approving disaster aid to those affected. A lot of folks just thankful to be alive.
Grateful that my family made it out and the Lord took real good care of us. It's just things, you know. I have a beautiful wife and 4 baby girls and the 11-day-old right now. She said, we're safe.
These floods are the second major natural disaster to hit Kentucky in several months following a swarm of tornadoes that claimed nearly 80 lives in the western part of the state in December. Closer to home, TDOT crews working to replace the washed out bridge on Jones Cove Road, but officials say developing a plan could take up to 2 weeks. The bridge collapsed last week after heavy rainfall moved through the area. Right now, crews do have signs up in the area directing traffic.
Right now, the TBI says a missing 81-year-old man is safe. Charlie Wayne Bowen went missing around 4:30 yesterday afternoon in Knoxville. Investigators say he was found in another state and is safe this morning. And right now, Crime Stoppers needs your help looking for this suspect. Take a look at your screen. This is Edgar Lionel Sanchez Rosales. He's accused of raping a child. Investigators say he could be in the Sevierville area. If you see him or know anything at all, you can remain anonymous and receive a cash reward by contacting Crime Stoppers. We have that number for you in the WVLT News app.
Meanwhile, a 6-year-old autistic boy is reunited with his parents after being found wandering alone on Maryville Pike Sunday morning.
Witnesses tell us that 4 vehicles stopped to try to help the boy who was running from bystanders. Knoxville Police and Children's Services tell us they're working through it.
And everyone's okay after this basement caught on fire on Saturday night. This happened at a duplex on Parkview Avenue in East Knoxville. Crews were able to quickly put the flames out before it could spread. The Red Cross now helping those who lived inside the home. And the Scott County Sheriff says he has taken corrective action against deputies heard in a video circulating on social media. Critics say deputies in the video are harassing a handicapped woman.
Sheriff Ronnie Phillips is apologizing for what he calls their unprofessional conduct. Sheriff Phillips is not disclosing the nature of the corrective action taken against the deputies, and he is also not saying how the conflict with the woman in the video ended.
Well, happening today, buying groceries this month going to cost you a little less. Every bit counts. Starting today, the grocery tax is suspended nationwide.
Governor Bill Lee says the measure is in response to inflation nationwide. The suspension applies to all food and food ingredients. It only excludes alcohol, tobacco, candy, dietary supplements, and prepared food. The holiday was proposed by the governor back in April and was included in this year's fiscal budget. It comes as the Consumer Price Index hit yet another 40-year high in June. The grocery tax suspension will last the entire month of August.
Also happening today, the Knox County Board of Education will meet for a work session. School leaders discussing COVID-19 isolation and leave policies for teachers and staff for the upcoming school year. They'll vote on Wednesday. Tonight's meeting starts at 5 o'clock in the Summer Place boardroom.
If you're looking for a job, the Postal Service could use your help. They're hosting another job fair today at the Hall Station Post Office on Maynardville Pike. They're looking for rural carriers and assistants. You must be at least 18 years old or 16 years old with a high school diploma. It all starts at 11 o'clock. It runs until 2. And the world is remembering NBA legend Bill Russell this morning. He died on Sunday. Russell led the Boston Celtics to an incredible 11 championships, including 8 straight titles from 1959 to 66. He was also captain of a gold medal winning U.S. Olympic team and received the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2011. Russell was just 88 years old. We've got a recall alert for you this morning. Heads up if you're using sunscreen. Banana Boat's hair and scalp sunscreen is being recalled after tests detected levels of the carcinogen benzene. It causes cancer. It can cause cancer. If your can is SPF 30 and has an expiration date of December of this year and February or April of next year, throw it away. No other cans are affected. We've got all those details right now in the WVLT News app.
And WVLT, proud to be your official station of the Vols. We are 1 month away to football time in Tennessee. The UT football team kicking off preseason camp this morning at Haslam Field, officially marking the start of the season. Practice gets underway at 9 o'clock this morning. We'll have more from practice for you later today here on WVLT News.
And we want to get a look at your first alert traffic. Heads up, schools in Blunt, Cock, Hamlin, McMinn, Hancock County, all starting up today. Definitely want to use caution on that morning commute. Give yourself extra time. Be on the lookout for kids and school buses. Now, Knoxville police reporting some roadways had some flooding damage. Use caution as you're getting out the door. Overall, those interstates and main roads are looking good. Heading toward downtown Knoxville, no issues. I-40 East, 75 South, and Alcoa Highway northbound, all on time.
Your first alert forecast with Chief Meteorologist Heather Haley.
6:55 now, and keeping an eye on those downpours as they pop up. Actually, right on track here. We're in Bearden. We could hear this downpour on our roof. So for those of you starting to hear it on your roof as well, I want to give you an idea where these are headed. So while these are developing right now, they're also continuing to move through. So this rain that's right here in Rocky Hill at the moment is headed towards South Dole about 712, Seymour 725, again the French Broad River around 730, and closer to 740 for Kodak. That was the same shower tracked into the Bearden area. You can see spots of rain kind of surrounding Maryville. Blount County Schools, one of those going back. So just a good reminder, you got those active school zones, you got some wet streets, and you've got some rain rolling through Belle Meade closer to 704, Townsend about 730, and then it'll be over towards Ober-Gatlinburg about 750. We have scattered rain continuing moderate to heavy in these greens to yellows here around Madisonville, parts of Loudoun County, Meigs, Ray, Bledsoe, plus a couple of lighter showers between Rogersville, Sneedville. Again, Whitney mentioned it, Hamblin and Hancock back in session as well today. So everything's just more active with the weather as well as those school zones starting to go back. Hanging out in those low 70s right now, but for your afternoon, we're actually going to have scattered rain and storms developing late morning into the early afternoon. On and off downpours here, 80 your high, or your 80 midday. High today only 82. And here's a quick look at that rain forecast where you live with those spikes up and downpours at times. We've got a lot more to track for you coming up on the CW.
All right, Heather, thank you very much.